Need some help?
What? You don't think a woman can change a tire on her own?
No, I didn't mean
Actually, they are on there pretty tight.
There's nothing you could do, nothing you could say, nothing you could do.
Not good.
What?
No spare.
Nothing you could say, nothing you could do.
No, I'm supposed to be in town by 8 o'clock.
Rasa?
Yeah, downtown. I'm never gonna make it on time now.
We can take you. If you can make arrangements for your car.
Yeah, that would be great if you don't mind.
Not at all. I'm James Chase.
Catherine Moore.
She needs a ride.
Where?
Downtown.
That's way out of the way, and we're already behind schedule.
Enough with the schedule already. I mean, aren't you getting sick of sightseeing?
Why'd we come up here?
I don't know, meet the natives. Hot natives, for God's sake. All right, not for you. But still, think of it as an educational experience. Learn to speak Canadian or something.
Fine, whatever. You want to drive?
Right, that's the spirit.
Nothing you could say, nothing you could do.
I can meet you here tomorrow morning. Give you the private tour.
Oh, perfect.
Go on, take your photograph. Now this picture is all that's left. Don't wait another minute more. Go on and head on down that road. Do, 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 do.
You live in New York. I fly to London tomorrow. I really had a wonderful time today.
Me too.
I just talked to Smythe. We're prepared to offer you more money if you'll stay on.
It's not about the money.
All right. I see. James, you've been a true asset to this company. I mean that. If you ever want to come back, just pick up the phone.
Keep in touch, man. You ever meet us at the bar?
Every Friday.
Hello.
James, what are you doing home?
I haven't seen you guys in a while, so I thought I'd come down.
Do you believe this market? I'm getting killed again.
Nice to see you too, Dad.
I'm sorry. I'm just getting so fed up with this. It's getting so you can't count on anything anymore.
Oh, James.
How are you, Graham?
Oh, my arthritis is killing me. But I'll manage. I keep on living out of spite.
We all have our reasons.
My little Hemingway. Congratulations, honey.
I haven't sold the book yet, Graham.
Oh, but you said that...
No, I just got a small advance. I haven't even finished writing it. That's why I had to quit my job.
Oh.
You quit your job?
Writing is important to me.
Are you crazy? What are you gonna do for money?
Selling plumbing supplies isn't for everybody, Dad.
It made me a damn good living for a lot of years. Put you and Ellen through college. Your mother never had to go to work a day in her life.
Now, that isn't why.
Oh, don't start with me. Why don't you go to your dojo and do your little yoga thing?
For the last time, it's not a dojo, and yoga is not a little thing. It's the only thing that keeps me sane around here.
You saying I drive you crazy?
Don't have to drive when it's in walking distance.
I'm sure everything's going to work out just fine, James.
Typical. Typical. Neither of you have any sense of responsibility.
Enough already.
We'll talk about this later, young man. Why don't you go say hi to your sister? She's out there going crazy with this wedding bullshit.
Hey! Oh, I didn't know you were in town.
Yeah, I took the train in. So, how's it going?
Oh.
Yeah, Dad told me. Hey, you should try some of Mom's yoga to relax a bit.
Funny. So this is my dress. What do you think?
I love it.
Don't tell Ed what it looks like. So, how was Toronto?
It was a lot of fun. I actually met a really cool girl.
You met a girl?
Oh, how wonderful. What's her name?
Catherine Moore.
Is she from Toronto?
Yeah, but she goes to school in London.
London? How about a girl from your own time zone, at
I
least?
think it's romantic.
Oh,
Figures.
at least he's following his heart.
You think you're gonna be happy with a long-distance relationship?
Maybe he wants to be unhappy. He's a writer. He's supposed to suffer.
Yeah, that's why I came home.
So what are you gonna do?
Guess I'll just keep emailing her and see what happens.
I'd rather be uncertain than dreaming of the dream. I'll be on the outside waiting, just another moment of dreaming of the dream until you're here. And we'll be long gone, baby. There we go. And we'll be long gone, baby.
Can I get you anything else?
Another coffee, black.
Another? You know, we've got some great pastries.
You must really like the coffee.
Do you have the time?
Sorry? 3:45.
Christ.
Should cover everything.
Yes! Hey, guess who's coming to New York? Catherine. Who? The girl from Toronto? Just got an interview at the Met. No, it's not like that. I mean, you know, I'm just really happy to see her again.
You don't think this situation is kind of strange? You only met her for one night.
So what? I mean, if the chemistry's there, it's there. I mean, what else do you need, really?
How was your flight?
Oh, I didn't sleep at all. I must look like hell.
Good enough to eat.
We should do something outside while it's still light out.
Like what?
Well, my friend suggested that we should go to the top of the Empire State Building. They say it's the most romantic view of the city.
We could do that. How about Central Park? We could go rowing on the lake.
Sounds good.
Or we could take the ferry out to the Statue of Liberty. Or just walk around the village.
Hey, you left this last time you were here.
Oh, thanks.
Interesting stuff, huh? I mean, it's not the kind of thing you take to the park on a sunny day, but, you know.
You read this?
Well, I skimmed it. Not yours, I got one of my own.
Really?
So, I've been seeing you here a lot lately.
Yeah, it's nice. No one bothers me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll let you get back to work.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, all that.
My name's Marie.
Neal.
Come in. Hey, James. Looks like I underestimated you. The book, I presume? Sit down.
Yeah. It's a book. It's not the travel book. It's my second book.
Your second book, but you haven't finished the first one.
I can't. I'm done writing that crap. Besides, this is all I've been thinking about.
What?
Relationships.
This is ridiculous. James, finish your assignment. I won't read anything but that.
I shelve that. Please, just hear me out. This is the one you want.
Oh, Christ, James. Okay. Give me the pitch.
Okay. I haven't worked out the plot yet, but it's not going to be one of those advice books or anything like that. It's going to be a novel. Now, it's going to be literature. Like Anna Karenina, but not so long. Not about Russians, and without the Karenina chick.
I signed a social commentary writer, and now you're telling me I've got a modern-day Tolstoy.
Trust me on this one.
Trust you? I've been waiting for a final draft for months now. How can I trust anything you say? I mean, besides, who reads Tolstoy nowadays?
Are you saying no?
Let me be very clear about this. Either you get me a finished draft of your travel book, or a substantially complete draft of this new idea, or find a new editor. Understand?
That's fair enough.
You've got 3 weeks.
Plenty of time. I quit my job. No problem.
You actually quit?
Yeah, I was sick of the whole thing.
James tells me you're finishing your doctoral thesis? So what's it about?
You don't want it. Trust me.
Why not? Can't be that bad.
No, it really can't.
I'd like to tell her. Besides, she wants to hear it. The development of the human brain is incredibly complex and resource intensive, so much so that it slows down the growth of the rest of the body. For a brief window of time between the ages of 10 and 13 approximately, girls mature more quickly than boys. Around that time, it's the girls that are bigger physically. For girls' bodies to devote so much energy so rapidly to physical development, there has to be some sort of trade-off. Make sense?
I guess.
Well, that trade-off is cognitive development. Women's metabolic resources go to the development of their bodies so that they'll reach sexual maturity as quickly as possible, whereas men grow more slowly and their metabolic resources go to their brains.
I tried warning you.
So there you have it. A scientific explanation for female intellectual inferiority.
Do you really hate women that much?
No.
Yes.
Anyway, that is not relevant. We are talking about science here, not me. And the scientific evidence is quite conclusive.
It doesn't matter if you're scientifically correct. Can't you see how that would affect society's treatment of women if anyone actually believed your theory?
I'm not arguing in favor of discrimination. Besides, if people are so weak that they can't accept scientific truths about their existence, then they deserve whatever they suffer.
Well, what about happiness? Isn't that just as important as truth?
You're my only friend. You'll be my one and only until the end. You're my Mona Lisa. You're my only friend. You'll be my one and only until the end. Until the end.
Want to meet the family? We have time to go down there.
Sure, that would be great.
Don't be so sure.
James, I'm leaving your father.
What?
We haven't told anyone yet. It would crush Ellen, and she doesn't need this right before her wedding. It's been coming for a long time now. I tried to work things out with him, but the romance just isn't there anymore.
Well, what does Dad think about it?
He knows the love is gone. He still wants to stick it out, though. You know how he hates change. And it would be the easiest thing for him.
How long have you guys been married? Like 30 years?
32 next month.
And you're just gonna throw it all away like this?
Our marriage has been over for a long time now. Now it's time for us to move on. Please don't say anything to Ellen.
Don't worry. I won't.
Are you the girl that James has fallen for?
Is that what he tells you?
He didn't have to say anything.
That's my grounds.
Have you finished the book yet?
No, I'm having trouble completing it. I'd really like to get started on something new.
You can't commit to anything, can you?
Why should he continue it if it's not going well?
Well, it's better than quitting on something he's worked on for so long. Or doesn't that mean anything to you?
Brian, this isn't the time.
Well, why don't you just write about you and Catherine?
What about us?
Oh, it's such a romantic story. I think it would make a lovely book.
Yes, like the movie, Until We Meet Again. Oh, James, it'd be perfect.
I can think about it.
Hey, Neal.
Oh, hi.
My shift is almost over. How about a late lunch?
You mean somewhere else?
Yeah, somewhere else. Somewhere where bitter old men aren't frowning at me all day.
How about that Thai place on 10th?
Yeah, we can order out and eat in the park.
Okay.
I've only been in the city for a couple of months and everything is still so new.
But you must have seen everything by now.
That's not what it's about. I want to let it sink in, just be. I want to give it time to change me. Look up. See, I don't think it would look like this if I was living in a dorm and reading textbooks and studying for things I don't care about.
I hated college myself.
Nothing against academia, of course.
No, you're right. I hated college. Huh.
All right. There's something I wanted to ask you.
Sure.
You know Deirdre? The one that has the same shift as me on Tuesdays and Fridays?
The blonde one?
Mm-hmm. Blonde, big chest, short skirts, you know. She always complains that you don't tip her enough. Why is that? Is the service really that bad?
No, not that I've noticed. She's all right.
So why then?
Well, have you ever compared your tips with hers?
Yes, she gets a lot more than I do. Men love her.
People like that go through life getting more than they deserve. I'm just trying to equalize things.
So, either you're Robin Hood or a complete asshole.
Something like that.
Not bad for a sublet.
Not at all.
Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be in my place most time anyways.
I do. I feel a little package here today, kind of get you in the for what's ahead. Put this on here.
Tell me how to face this world I'm living in. I can't move on.
Thought I might find you here.
Just doing some thinking.
Finally finishing that travel book?
That got put on hold. Actually, I kind of gave up on it. Yeah, from now on, no more spinning, no more bullshitting. It's all about being honest and direct.
Welcome to the dark side. So what's this about?
Relationships, love, that sort of stuff.
I thought you said you were done bullshitting.
No. This is gonna be honest.
Sounds pretty bleak.
Hey, not everything has to be dark and despairing. I mean, everything's going great with Catherine and me. My parents are splitting up, though. Never saw it coming. 32 years.
How's your sister taking it?
I haven't told her yet. They don't want to ruin the wedding.
Seems reasonable.
I guess.
Well, like you said, they don't want to spoil the wedding. I don't mean to sound harsh, but divorces happen all the time.
It's not the divorce that bothers me. I always thought we had this happy, loving family. And now, I look back and I don't know how much of it was real and how much of it is a lie.
It's an empty nest, James. You're gone, Ellen's going. Your mother's job is done.
What?
The purpose of marriage is to raise children. It's not for the love itself. Now that the kids are gone, there's no reason to stay married.
I can't believe I'm even listening to this. Are you saying my parents never even loved each other?
I don't know, maybe. Isn't that how life works? People act their parts. You act like you're friendly to someone, and then you become friends. You act like you're in love with someone, and then you get into a relationship. It's all just acting, whether you want to believe it is or not.
I don't even know why I talk to you, man.
Genuine or not, people do these things because they think they're supposed to. That's all most relationships amount to. People just blindly following society's rules, making themselves believe they're in love. We're all just cogs in a machine, and society's turning the crank.
I can't believe you bought that drivel.
It was touching. Of course, you wouldn't understand any of that. I mean, anything with emotional resonance.
Emotional resonance? More like emotional fascism.
Oh, come on.
They're telling you how you should feel. Every shot was contrived so that you didn't have to think for yourself.
Example.
Like when they first meet and they film her in this soft light so that it shines through her hair.
All right.
Or when she leaves and the strings well up right on cue with the tears.
Okay, two.
Or outside when it's
Give
raining.
it a rest already. God.
What, you like being their marionette?
I don't care. If you pick it apart, you're gonna ruin it.
You know, you of all people should know when you're being manipulated.
That is not sane. Oh, come on.
What was that slogan you had for that hair dye?
Live the life you always imagined?
You are selling an emotion. Ads, movies, it's all the same.
No, wait. Even without all the music and the lighting or whatever, movies are still supposed to make you feel something, right? Even the kind you like.
Sure.
So, it's still about manipulation. You just like to be manipulated better, more subtly, more artistically. Admit it. Deep down inside, you're just like everybody else.
What is all this?
Well, I figured you'd be too tired to go out and celebrate, so I made dinner at home.
Oh, and you lit candles, and you put on nice music, and clothing, and wine. Oh. Thank you. This is wonderful.
Better?
Mm-hmm. You know, you didn't have to do all this. Wear all this.
I'm gonna pull the shades, gonna shut my eyes on this day. I guess I should have learned by now. Baby, I've just been wrong, seen things I never saw. Guess I should have known by now. But it's time I checked my bags. Now I got my boarding pass. Turn around and wave goodbye to what was only in my mind. When the lines are wrong and your nights have no dawn, no answers, stand up and look around. Things are not what they seem. If you look in between, you'll realize if you just close your eyes, maybe it's all. I'll say my prayers, lay me down to sleep, and you quiet these thoughts till the morning speaks. And when I wake, the sun will rise. Don't ask
Como esta, mi amigo?
Same as usual.
That bad, huh?
Human condition doesn't change.
Catherine got a job.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's really great how everything turned out.
Hi, Neal.
Hi, Marie. This is James.
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
Hey, I saw a movie you like. On Current Hiver, it's re-released on a 2-week run at the Angelica.
Never heard of it.
Have I been wrong yet?
Okay, I'll see it.
Okay, what can I get you?
Large mocha.
Usual?
Yep.
I'll be right back.
What is that all about?
What?
It's just pretty cute.
I suppose.
Come in.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, sir, sit down.
What's the matter?
I've read the material you've been sending me.
And?
I can't publish this.
Why? I thought
This isn't what we discussed. I thought it was going to be a romance.
It is. Not the usual drivel, but...
I'm not even sure what you're trying to articulate. I mean, what does your main character want?
He...
Doesn't make decisions. Has no discernible arc. He's like a precocious middle schooler picking posies. I love her. I love her not. Ugh.
But isn't that what life's really like?
I don't care what life's really like. This is fiction. Characters have identifiable conflicts. They make decisions. They even undergo change.
I don't know. I write and this is what comes out.
Well, maybe you should go back to advertising.
You're the one who told me I should quit.
I'm sorry. Look, even if you could find some way to put this all back together, it wouldn't sell. Romantic people read romances. Unromantic people read Scientific American. And you know what? There's no middle ground. It won't sell 100 copies.
I could revise it. Put some things in. Take some
I've
out.
waited long enough. I need authors who finish what they start.
Andrew, I can fix this.
It's not for us.
What are you saying?
Find another editor, James.
What about the advance?
Keep it. We're not in the habit of taking authors to court. You know, I'm awfully busy. Could you find your way out? I've got a lot of work to do.
Love never fails. Whereas prophecies will disappear and tongues will cease. So there abide faith, hope, and love, these three. But the greatest of these is love. Oh.
What's wrong?
I can't read this.
Why?
Standing in front of all those people and reading about love?
Why can't you?
It doesn't work like this. Of course love fails. Plus, I've heard this at the last 4 weddings I've been to.
Love doesn't fail, James. People fail. No relationship is perfect.
I know.
I know you're upset about your parents, but not every relationship turns out like that.
It's not about my parents.
Well, what is it?
Mid-relationship doldrums. Happens all the time. Guys come on all charming in the beginning of a relationship. They take you out, they buy you things, always trying to impress you. Right?
I guess.
Well, after a while, they get lazy. They take you for granted and they stop taking you out. That's probably the stage that you and James are at. I'm serious. I read about it all the time. It's called the mid-relationship doldrums.
And where do you read this? Cosmo?
No. A legitimate self-help book. It's all in there. I forget the title.
Our relationship can't really be defined by a book. And we never really dated. At least not in the traditional sense.
That doesn't matter. You're having problems now. Try it. I'll lend you my copy.
What James and I have can't be defined by some rule or formula. Well, that's what's so great about our relationship. We're spontaneous.
When was the last time you did anything spontaneous? I thought that was the point of this whole conversation.
About it?
Yeah. I think you should lay off of him for a while. Give him a chance to miss you. Play a little hard to get. He will be crawling back to you in a week.
I don't know. That's so manipulative. And I don't think I could do that, especially to someone that I love.
Men do it all the time. It's about time we give them a dose of their own medicine.
Men are not the enemy. I don't know. His sister's getting married in a couple of days, so maybe that will help him gain some perspective on things.
I think you should still read the book.
Still writing?
Yeah, I'm getting some good ideas down.
Can I read some?
I'd rather you not. Just ideas. It's really nothing to read.
Hey, you.
Hi.
You're the last one here.
I guess my scene isn't as popular as it used to be. Time's passing me by.
I wouldn't worry about it. Eventually people are gonna realize what a terrible thing happiness is, and you'll be cool again. These things go in cycles.
Like bell bottoms?
Exactly.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Big storm's coming. The radio said flash floods all across the city.
How long does it take to close up?
It's pretty much done.
If we go now, we can get there just in time.
Time for what?
Storm.
You're what?
What are you talking?
There's chairs.
What are you thinking?
I imagine what it used to be like here, before the city, before civilization. To be looking up past the treetops and thinking that the gods are angry. In awe of it all. To be little again.
My heart is pounding.
Gathered here today to celebrate the bonds of holy matrimony. Today, Ellen Chase and Edward Connor Madsen will celebrate one of the 7 blessed sacraments.
You quit your job?
It's there, it's there. What else do you need?
James, I'm leaving your father.
It's all just acting, whether you want to believe it is or not.
We call James Chase.
You're gonna be just fine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do this.
Why don't you come dance with me?
Don't want to dance. Hey.
You were pretty emotional today. Did you ever consider being a priest?
Need my weekends off.
James, aren't you going to introduce us to your...
Catherine. This is Catherine.
Hello, Catherine. Don't you look lovely? I'm James's Aunt Francine, and this is my husband, Robert.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you both.
Wasn't it a beautiful ceremony?
A wedding.
So, where did you and James meet?
What was that? You've been here less than an hour and you're already drunk. You don't want to dance? You don't want to talk?
Can I get another drink already?
What?
The photographer's ready in the lobby.
Oh, family pictures now.
Like we have a family.
What? It's nothing.
Let's go. Now.
James.
All right, folks, let's take our places. Now, you, man, right there. That's right. Yes. Can you all squeeze a bit closer? Closer?
Yes, of course.
Sir, you on the end. Sir, can you go to the other side next to the beautiful young lady?
I hope you get a great shot. This might be our last family picture.
James, be quiet. I'm sorry.
One more time, please. Folks. Okay. Can somebody get the groom's family?
No, wait. Let's get a picture with Mom and Dad. It's their 32nd wedding anniversary next week. Let's get a shot for Mom and Dad. Come on.
Of course. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Chase.
It's all for show, you know. Tuxedos, cake, photographers,
James,
champagne.
the time nor the place.
Oh, come on. This one's on me. 32 years is something special.
Oh, all right. Come on.
Bet you love your job. You know, capturing all these magic moments that families will treasure.
Yeah, it's great. Smile.
What is the matter with you?
Nothing. I'm just hanging with my buddy. No problem.
All right, you are going over the line.
Well, how long are you gonna lie to yourself? 5 years? 32 years?
That's enough.
Come on, Catherine.
Right.
It's our turn. Let's go. Come on.
Drink this.
gonna move there?
Yeah.
Positive.
Positive.
Why? Why are you
Your
gonna move
move.
there? I'm gonna move there.
I think they're taking this a bit too seriously.
I don't know. I think it's nice to have something to feel passionate about.
Chess has nothing to do with passion. That's why I like it. It's simple, logical, straightforward. Obviously not a game designed for women.
Oh, really?
You go first.
You're too kind.
Sure you don't want to think this through more carefully?
You'll see. Sometimes it's better to go with your instincts.
Instincts are for cavemen being chased by saber-toothed tigers. They serve no purpose here.
Only misogynists like you would sacrifice his queen. Either that or you're no good.
Well, I can still get a stalemate.
That's all you're playing for?
Let me explain. That's why I didn't want you to read it. I knew you were going to think it was about us, and it's more complex than that.
Is it?
It's not about the characters. I mean, they could be anyone. It's about love itself. Catherine, Catherine, I've never felt this way before.
Felt what way? Do you love me?
You know how much I care about you. Look, what do you want me to say?
I just want you to be honest with me.
Look, I have been. What I've written doesn't change what's happened between us. I mean, you're perfect for me, right?
If I'm so perfect for you, then why is our relationship falling apart?
Why can't we just get away from all this and go back and find out what is real?
Why can't you just answer my question? Do you love me?
Tell me how to face this world I'm living in. Can't move on. Oh, and the colors fade. Living just the gray. You might wanna be sad. You might.
I love you. Tell me you love me.
You can't win.
Neither can you, Neal. I don't want it to end like this. Checkmate.
Maria, I can't, I mean, I don't...
Try closing your eyes.
Nothing what's the use in lying? And of all the things that you bought for me, I just ain't for buying. If for all those crazy things that you did, oh, I barely made it out the door. I barely made it out the door. I barely made it out the door. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. This wasn't no cocktail fling. It wasn't no diamond ring. No midnight stroll for hours. It was a movie show on the left.